Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome in to anybody new. Doing something a little bit different today. Basically a little bit of a catch up with me while I am crocheting on a pair of socks. I've shown you guys these socks on my Work-A-Whip Fridays. I believe I showed them last week and the week before. Because I'm trying to get them done because they were a challenge from Nana's Crochet Ideas. This is her monthly, she does a monthly challenge, and this is what they're doing this month. Here's one sock. Yes, I have a big foot. This goes up about that far up my leg. Once you put them on, you don't have to put in a regular heel. It's called a twisted heel, but that twist goes all the way up here, so that also starts to go up. Um, I made it. I think this is one ply. I don't have any of the labels anymore. I would tell you for sure. And one of them dropped on the floor, it looks like. I need to get that. Or Pat thinks it's a play toy. Speaking of one, there was one under my feet. I do not need her thinking it was a play toy. So I put them together and make it a bigger sock only because you guys all, well, most of you I'm sure saw the shawl that I made. And if you didn't, you can go back and look at the sample crochet series that I did where I was working with fingering weight to make a shawl. And it was for Mace of Skeins, Macy from Mace of Skeins. It was in her fiber fair last weekend. And she had a lot of samples there, knitting and crochet that she had people make. They were all up on the wall, but mine is the only one I was told that was down on the mannequin. So people can really touch it and feel it, see it. So that made me feel amazing. When she got it, she told me, what word did she use? Oh, I'm not going to think of what she said, but I was just blown away because I thought maybe, she'd say it was pretty or gorgeous. She used something else, and now I'm not going to think of it. Anyway, I was excited for it to be there. I did post a couple pictures after I saw her post and showed what she was doing there. I'm going to be working on this. I wanted to apologize for not being around much this month. It's been a very, very busy month. Very. I have had 3 appointments down in Indianapolis, and that's 3.5 to 4 hours from my house. Today was the last one. I have never been so happy to be done with an appointment in Indy in a while because it means I don't go back for 3 months. But when I go back, I already have 3 appointments set in December. And actually, it's kind of 4 because on one day I go to 2 appointments, which was the same with this last time. So it was 4 this last time as well. It was just 3 separate times of going back and forth all the way down there. So I was working on these in the car. I did sleep for the first half on the way down, and then I crocheted for the second half. And then on the way back, I ended up being exhausted and slept for the first half and crocheted for the second half. So this is where my progress keeper is, and I've done all of that today, which is pretty good for me because I haven't been able to work that much on anything crocheted since I got the shawl done. Because the other thing that has been keeping me extremely busy is I am going to be opening up my own shop on Facebook. It's going to be in a Facebook group, but it's not going to be with Facebook Pay. I will have 3 different ways that you can pay: PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, I think is the name of the other one. And yeah, I'm excited. I have been making stitch markers. That is why I am so exhausted. I have people who are going to show them for me, so you will be seeing them within the next couple days. But on Friday, I am doing a live with Robin from Roaming with Rover. It will be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, so noon Central Time, 11 Mountain Time, and then 10 Pacific Time. So I hope you can come and join us. I am going to be showing some then, and she should have some by then to show as well that I sent to her um, where she's at right now. And there, like I said, there's going to be other people who are going to be showing them through between Friday and Monday. Originally, I wanted to have the grand opening be the day I actually did the live with Robin, but things got changed and moved around, and I was in a hurry to even get those stitch markers out. And when I did, I depleted what I had done, probably about half of them. So I need to get busy and make some more. I'm getting better at it though, so I can do quite a few when I each time I sit down. And when I'm done here, I'm going to eat. I'm going to be saving my patterns from the blog hop while I'm eating. And then I'm going to change into my pajamas and I am going to make some markers for the rest of the night before I go to bed because I have physical therapy in the morning. And for the next couple days, that's all I'm going to be doing really is stitch markers. Except for Friday, I'll be doing the live and I'll be doing my work a whip Friday um, as well. And I've still been going live on my group page on the video chats. There's about 5 of us who regularly chat now, and there are a couple who come in every now and then. So there was one night that we had, I want to say, about 6 or 7 people on at the same time. So it's been really nice, and it's been growing, and it's really nice to get to know each other. And yeah, remember, if you ever want to just sit and chat and crochet or craft or whatever, you're doing craft-wise, with us, come on in. Or if you just want to sit and talk while other people are crafting around you, come on in. You have any issues, you can't figure out how to do something, somebody in the group is going to know how to do it. We help each other out all the time. What else did I want to tell you? Trying to think of what all is new around here that has happened since the last time I've actually been able to talk to you guys. Normally on a live, I will be doing my live the second Friday with Crystal, the Yarny Chicken, and Crazy Cat Lady. She's one of them who is going to be showing my stitch markers for me. Her and Connie from Just Another Stitch, and Ella from No Catchy Name. I'm really excited about that. I did ask somebody else. I haven't heard from her yet, and I feel kind of weird. I went ahead and sent her stitch markers, thinking I would have heard from her by now, and I haven't. So when she gets them and she opens the little message that's in there with them, she's going to be like, "What are you talking about?" Because I didn't even think about it. I didn't explain everything that I explained in the email. I just, went on, continued with what I had said. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited about this. The other thing that I need to get working on that I haven't had a chance to because I've been working on the socks. There's a couple things that I wanted to get done in September that I did not do. My daughter's boyfriend's birthday is the 30th, and I had wanted to make him a Pokemon amigurumi. She got me a book from Amazon of Pokemon amigurumi. I know I flipped through it a while ago when she got it for me for Mother's Day. And we pinned on Mother's Day what I would make for him for his birthday in September. And I thought, oh, I've got plenty of time. And then I did testing, and then I did the sample, and the sample took a little bit longer than I had expected because I had my issue where I had to tear it back, which I had talked about. And so I'm like, oh, I'll get it done. Well, then Terry challenged me, and I happened to win a sock pattern from her on her channel. And then I had to do it because I won the sock pattern, and that's, what it was for, to do the challenge. And it's taken me a while. I started trying to make a regular pair of socks with the smaller yarn. I didn't have enough um, of the colors that I already had of sock yarn that I've had for years because I have a big foot. I have a size 10, 9.5 to 10 since I've lost weight. But I need 600 yards, and all I had was like between 2 and 4, and the two different variegated skeins that I have, two different kinds, I should say, um, do not go well together. One is warm colors, the other is cool colors, and they just do not go together at all. So I decided to take two number one weights and put them together and make a bigger one. So I'll have nice slipper-like socks to keep my feet warm. And the other thing that I have to start as soon as I put these down is toys. The cat toys from Meow Mission. They are the mission who came and picked up the strays that we were feeding, and they fixed them, and they got shots and all of that. They do this so that they can help regulate the cat population, and also it helps mellow them out, helps them be more relaxed around each other. You don't have the toms who are fighting each other for the females in heat, so they don't fight as much. And speaking of a fight, we actually have two of them that we were taking care of outside who ended up coming inside all on their own. Well, the first one, after she was fixed, it wasn't long after she had her litter of kittens. And I'm not going to talk about what happened with the kittens. I've kind of talked about it in the past. But when they took her, they knew they needed to do more work than just a regular fixing. They had to do some post birthing stuff. Um, so she would lay out there. They bring them back within a day. They pick them up on a Sunday. They have their surgery on Monday. Then they bring them back on Tuesday and release them. I think my husband brought her in either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning because she wasn't looking very well. She was warm to the touch. She was just a little kind of lethargic, and not like the boys who were, up and around and doing their thing that they were normally doing. And we were really worried for her. As much I called the vet and to make sure that she was okay. And they said, look for this, this, and this. So that's what we did. And we brought her in to take care of her. Well, she's been in here since. Um, at one point in time, it seemed like she might want to go back outside. She likes the food inside a lot better. She likes it. She gets her treats. She's learned how to play with toys. It was so cool when we tried playing with her and realized she didn't know how to play with a toy. That she had never learned that when she was with the family she had been with before. Those of you who've been following me, we think that her and her brother Charcoal were just left behind when a family moved. So evidently they didn't play with them and things like that. And I knew they'd probably end up in the house when my husband named them, not too long after we started feeding them. But they took to us. They loved us. They picked us. We were their people. They could have gone anywhere in the neighborhood, and they wanted to be here. And they lived on our porch for so long. So then she was in here. The only time she acted like she wanted to go outside is when she'd see a glimpse of charcoal when she was looking through the windows. So we said we would not bring him in unless it was what he wanted, and he kept starting sleeping outside in front of the door. And then 2 weeks ago, when we had that cold snap, he walked right in. He was like, "I want to be warm," and he's been in here since. It's been a little bit rocky with Kalua, who you guys all know is my co-host. She's been having a hard time with it because mom's been her mom her whole life, and nobody else. Bob has his cat Halford. She didn't worry about Halford because you know he had dad and she had me. And then when Little Bit came in because she was being kind of nasty, you know, to Little Bit, she just stayed with Bob, and she's like, okay, and her and I'll have our moments when I go in to pet her, in the bedroom and stuff. Otherwise, she tries to stay away from me, as does Charcoal, because Kalua is jealous. They're getting better. Kalua is on and off. One day she does a lot better, and then she's back to being mean again. So we're trying everything we can. We were putting her in timeouts for a while. Now that Charcoal's in the house, it's a little bit harder to do that because he's picked my room to be the room he stays in most of the time, or at least he did. It seems like he's changed and he's in Bob's room more now. Um, but yeah, things are getting better. So that's really nice. But I think I started to talk about it and then I stopped. I need to make toys for the Meow Mission because they're having a big fundraiser on the 16th of October. And I said I would make toys. And the woman in charge of all of it, she sent me some patterns for some toys, I guess, that they've had made in the past for them to sell. What they do is at the registration table, they have this bowl that's full of cat toys, and they sell them. And but they also have raffles and things. So like next year, what I really want to have time to do is I want to make a cat couch and that they can raffle off. I think that could bring them some, decent money. I want to make one for my daughter for my grand furries, and I want to make one for here as well. But I'll probably end up having to make more than one because they'll fight over it. I just want to make a regular cat bed as well because I had gotten some yarn from the Hobby Lobby sale, not this year but last year, that I think would be perfect for it. Um, but if anybody at all is interested, and if you want to take and make a couple cat toys, whatever you can do in so many days. And if you want to send them to me, they'd have to be mailed out by, I'm assuming, around the 6th, depending on where you live. The closer you are to Indiana, you know, the least time it would need to get here. But if anybody would be willing and want to do that, just let me know. Send me an email, comment below. But we will have to get in touch with each other via email because if you want some of the patterns that she sent me, she told me I could share them with anybody who would want to make them. So she's been given permission to do that. So I can share them. And then I have a couple patterns that I have that I had gotten for free. And since they were free, I can share those or I can tell you where to go to get them. Um, I only have a couple paid ones, so like the cat couch, I can't share that with you because I paid for those from Annie's. But I can tell you where to go, which is Annie's catalog and shop, or whatever. I think it's Annie's catalog online. Um, they have the patterns there. There's three different ones. There's two like regular couches, and then there's a round couch, although some people call that a bed instead of a couch. So, yeah, whatever you call it. I like the round one. I'm going to make one, but I want to start with one of the couches first. But I'm planning on, as soon as I am done with the sock for the challenge for this month, I am going to get to making cat toys in my crochet time. So I'll still have to make stitch markers, but I'm going to start making the cat toys too because I feel bad that I haven't started yet, but they'll get whatever I can give them this year. Next year, they'll get a lot more from me. Um, but if anybody would like to help, just let me know and I can get those things to you. And I think that's about it. I told you about the live, told you about everything going on here. Yeah, I think that's about it right now. And with that, let me stop on this stitch right here. Okay. With that, I'm going to say, I'm going to get out of here. I still have to do dinner. I need to change and I need to open the room. Um, I'll make stitch markers while I talk to them. And I got to save my patterns for the blog hops this month for today's date. So please always remember you matter. And if you have a day and you feel like you don't, message me on Facebook, friend me on Facebook, message me on Facebook, send me an email. If you need someone to talk to, I can always voice with you on Facebook or Instagram or whatever program I have that we can do that on. I have, what's it called? Marco Polo. We can talk on there too. Just let me know. Um, and I am here for you. I have a couple friends like that I have met through my chat room now, and it's just wonderful. I know I have one or two of them who will just video me, and because they need to talk and they're having a bad day, and I've been able to do it back with them, which has been just amazing because I haven't had support like that in a while. I know my husband is like always thrilled when he's like, I just like the women you have met through this are just incredible, and I'm like, yeah, they are. Not like when I did my direct sales and stuff when everybody was, trying to be the best. And I'm not going to talk to you about this or that or tell you how to do this or that. You need to learn how to do it on your own. Not all of them were like that, but some of them were. Um, it's just, I just love it. So I was going to tell you something, but like, I mentally lost it there for a minute. So, I'm still in a lot of pain, so that's why. Plus, it's been a long day. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Send me an email. There was something else I was gonna say about that. And wow, it totally blew my mind. Blew out of my mind, I should say. But also, please remember, you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are handsome. Whichever one you identify with, don't let anybody ever tell you different. Because you are, and you matter so much. I have people that I have met who are like, no, no, I'm not beautiful. I don't matter. If I wasn't here tomorrow, no one would miss me. That is not true. You would be missed. Terribly missed. So please, if you ever need to talk, just reach out. I'm always here for you. Always. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Have a great evening. Bye.